on every front, highlighting the accomplishments of our citizen soldiers and airmen as they answer our nation's call to duty. I'm Army Sergeant Michael Dann. In 2011, more than 8.5 million acres were consumed by wildfires in the United States. In Texas alone, between November of 2010 and October of 2011, there were 30,457 fires, burning almost 4 million acres. To assist their firefighting efforts on the ground, more than 34 million gallons of retardant and water were dropped from aircraft flying over 16,500 hours. Many of these flights were performed by National Guardsmen, flying helicopters with bucket systems, and C-130 Hercules transport aircraft equipped with MAFs, or Modular Airborne Firefighting Systems. No easy task, especially for the C-130 pilots.
It's an extremely challenging and dangerous mission. We're dropping optimum drop altitude's 150 feet, and we're slow and near stall when we're coming down the hill. So it's, other than our wartime taskings where we're getting shot at, this is by far our most dangerous mission.
The states that have wildfire issues equip the National Guard with heli buckets, or Bambi buckets as they're called by firefighting crews. These buckets, varying in size, are used by helicopters and can drop water or retardant directly onto a fire, limited only by the lifting capability of the helicopter. For larger fires, the MAF system will be deployed within the cargo bay of a C-130. The system carries and distributes a chemical retardant, or slurry, as the crew refers to it, that can be used to extinguish a fire. But in most cases, it's used to create a barrier around the fire to stop it from spreading.
The MAF system is extremely effective. We drop close to 30,000 pounds of retardant out of the back of the airplane in 10 to 15 seconds. Like I said, it comes out as an aerosol. It's blowing out onto the fire. So it's much better coverage.
The MAFs are owned by the U.S. Forestry Service, but flown by Air Guard to assist and supplement other firefighting helicopters and tanker aircraft. In the past, we used to have a fleet of 36 commercial air tankers that we could disperse throughout the whole western United States, or even the United States during the height of fire season. Now we're down to 11. And so with the MAF system, it'll allow us to bring them on or help us get those numbers back up. With decreased numbers, information and accuracy are of the utmost importance to the MAF's crews. So each time they fly in behind lead aircraft, flown by the Forestry Service to ensure their effectiveness.
Yeah, the lead plane's essential. We can't operate as a tanker independent of a lead plane. The lead plane will take us in. They've got an overall picture of what's happening with that fire, and typically they're on station for hours at a time, where we're just going out there with a load, dropping it, coming back, refilling, and going again. And in the meantime, that lead plane is working with several other tankers or helicopters and ground assets to get that fire under control.
Along with accuracy, speed is the other key to controlling a fire. The Bambi buckets can be refilled by any close water source by just dipping it in and pulling it up. As long as there's water, they can keep filling and dumping. MAFs is more labor intensive, but recent upgrades have increased the turnaround time.
It has two onboard compressors that are direct wired into our generators. Now, after we've done a drop, we can turn on the compressors and start pressurizing our air system on the way back to the reload base.
Once back at the base, crews from the Forestry Service and the Air Guard refill the MAF slurry tank, the plane's fuel in some cases, and any other needs.
It's as quick as we can turn the airplane, and in that case, we can do a drop and turn, and within half an hour, 45 minutes. So in a 12-hour day, it's conceivable you could get a dozen and a half drops easily.
Effective, accurate, and fast. Whether it's bucket systems or MAFs, the National Guard has a bright future fighting fires. They will become more involved with the suppression, which is a good thing. MAFs has also been deployed outside the United States for both training and assistance to Mexico, Greece, Brazil, Chile, Thailand, Indonesia, Italy, Morocco, and Israel. From the National Guard Bureau, I'm Army Sergeant Michael Dann, and thanks for watching On Every Front.